morning, guys. It is very early. The sun is just now starting to come up, and you know I'm usually not up this early when it's not a work day, but I am headed out to meet up with Bubba and our buddy James, who some of you might remember as Jim Bob. We are going to load up our kayaks, head upstream, find a good campsite, set up camp, and then go fishing. Then we're going to spend the night, head out in the morning. The creek is very low, so it should be easy to navigate. There ain't going to be a whole lot of current. And you never know. Might get us a squirrel for dinner as well. I am bringing a single shot shotgun. So, yeah. I got about an hour's worth of driving, and I am not awake, so we will see y'all on the creek. Well, got all my stuff ready to go. Bubba borrowed a kayak from our boy James. He had a spare, and then he used his as the pack mule. But he forgot a couple things, which it's not a Bubba and Uncle Buck trip if we don't forget something. So he's gonna run home, get it real quick. He lives close, and we're waiting on James. So while I'm here guarding the yaks, I'm gonna do a little brim fishing, see what happens. I'm not gonna worry about a camera. If I catch something, I'll bring out the phone. Well, that water is pretty cool. We might actually stand a chance to run into some white bass, which would be cool. Never caught any in the kayak. It's a little almost intimidating to think about. I love catching those things, but they put up a heck of a fight. But then I've caught plenty of 5-pounders in here, and in my experience, a nice 2 to 3 pound white bass fights about like a 5-pound largemouth. So we ought to be good. We're headed, well, we're really headed upstream. There's no current, but if the current was going, we'd be going against it. And we're going to find us a nice spot to set up camp, get unloaded, and do a little fishing. As y'all can see, Bubba is already up ahead of me, pulling the trailer. And old Jim Bob James is about to be pulling up the rear. Water is very low. I'm trying to stick in the middle, so I really don't want to get high centered on a stump. Done that before. It sucked. Showing off the grill. He got it on clearance. Well, there's old Bubba, and we roughing it, so to speak. Kind of pretty out here. The water is very low, and you know, we got to this roadblock and decided this was a good spot. I mean, it's good and flat anyway. Let me show you around. Water is very low. I hit a couple stumps coming in, got me nervous, but I guarantee there ain't gonna be no boat traffic. This is gonna be very relaxing to fall asleep to. It also might make us have to constantly get up and pee. Very low. But we just got here, we just got set up. Probably gonna chill for a minute and then Get the kayaks wet again, see if we can catch something. See y'all later. Old James out there doing his thing. Sure is pretty out here. Old Bubba out there talking to mama. And me, I've been sitting around waiting to see a squirrel. Still waiting. Master fisherman. I don't think that's going to be big enough for dinner.
I don't think you're going to be able to eat this one though, Moose. Yeah.
Just got a squirrel on the other side of the creek. Now I need to see if I can go retrieve it. Well, I got him. That is a big damn squirrel. It's a 20 gauge shell just for comparison. He was clear over on the other side of the bayou. I saw him when I was paddling in. I went out and tried to do some fishing. I wasn't really getting any bites. I think they are. I was getting bites, but I'm using bass tackle and getting little nibbles from brim. But I kept hearing and seeing squirrels. So I decided to come on back to camp, post up and wait for them. And I'll be damned if there wasn't a squirrel right in the middle of the campsite as I was paddling in. So, might not catch a fish, but I can get a squirrel. I'm gonna get back at it. I really wish I would have brought some different camera mounts other than for my kayak, but it is what it is. This might just be a cell phone video mostly. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up and keep my eyes peeled. So I'm still sitting here. Bubba and James are down the creek still fishing. Just sitting here enjoying how beautiful it is out here. You got the sound of the water rushing right there. It's not hot. I need a haircut. But man, it is so peaceful. Except for a minute ago when I fired off the shotgun. Which, by the way, I am using my single shot Yildiz 12 gauge with a 20 gauge insert in it. Why? Because if you remember my video a while back, this thing weighs 4 pounds. 12 gauge shells out of it, even low brass. Kind of hurt a little bit. 20 gauge is pretty pleasant. Plus I already had 20 gauge in the car, so anyway, I'm going to turn the camera on this little waterfall, let y'all enjoy a minute of it, and I'm going to remain sitting here just waiting for a squirrel to pop up. It's old Bubba cleaning that squirrel. I'm showing that fresh squirrel. And he got a fish down there to clean too. Old Jim Bob returning to camp. You catch anything? I shot a squirrel. That's it. Yeah, I didn't catch nothing. Master fisherman. Got Chef Boyard Bubba
Damn right.
frying up some chops. Tell you what, we ain't gonna go hungry. You know,
Yeah.
Bubba brought half the grocery store.
Right, I did.
James brought half the grocery store. I brought hot dogs. Tell you
we
what.
ain't going hungry.
Tell you what, that does smell good.
And salt.
Yeah, we get that fire going. I do want to roast some hot dogs. I've been thinking about that since we talked about this trip. Oh, Jim Bob got another one. Well, we're gonna do a little catfishing now. I'm just talking to the camera, saying we're about to try a little catfishing. I ain't caught a fish all day, and I'm all right with that. Well, it is dead quiet except for the crickets.
Yeah.
Got the old catfishing lights. We ain't used them in a hot minute.
Yeah, I didn't know if that's gonna work or not.
Shit, it's probably been 2 or 3 years, well, maybe longer since we used them last.
Yeah.
Got the fire going back there. Old Jim Bob's fishing that back pocket. Yeah, me and Bubba down here just chilling, listening to nature.
That's it.
If the catfish don't bite, we don't care. Well, it's time for bed. We did a little fishing, did a little hunting, did a lot of eating, and I think we all enjoyed ourselves. It's I'm in my new little one-man tent, and it is, wow, it is small. It's like a cocoon. I am feeling kind of claustrophobic. Didn't look this small on the outside. I'll see if I can get a little video showing the inside of it, but anyway, it's bedtime. I think we're all winding down, and in the morning we'll pack up and head back to civilization. But anyway, I got that one squirrel, so you know, it wasn't completely uneventful. But anyway, I'm about to call it, and after we get paddled back to civilization, I'll do some final thoughts. But anyway, going to bed. Well, I got some wild hairs here. Anyway, good night. So here is my cocoon. Yep. It is very tight. Well, this morning we're packing up. Figured I'd go ahead and do this now because I feel pretty rough, and I wanted to get some of that scenery again. You know, last time we went camping, slept on sand. I used the word sleep loosely because I didn't sleep. I swore next time I would bring a cot. Well, I went and looked at a cot, had it in my buggy, shopping cart for some of you. But I decided to put it back because we were traveling by kayak and I already had a lot of stuff on mine. And that thing weighed 40 pounds, so I didn't want to be overloaded. Next time I'm bringing a cot, even if it's the only thing that I bring. Last night I think I woke up every hour, and yeah, I feel like I got hit by a truck. My neck hurts, my back hurts. They slept all right. Of course, Bubba could sleep anywhere. Not me. But anyway, we had a good time. You know, they each caught a few fish. I got a squirrel. We hung out. Ate food. Had a lot of food. We had pork chops, smoked sausage, hot dogs. James even brought some burgers. We never made it to the burgers. But anyway, we are packing up. Got everything broke down for the most part, but now we need to load up the kayaks and head back to civilization. Saw a little otter swimming in the creek a minute ago. I wish I'd have seen it in time to record it. But one last view. It is pretty out here. But yeah, it's time to head home. I need a hot shower and a nap. Just woke up, but I need a nap. Anyway, wasn't a whole lot going on in this video, not as much as I had hoped for, but we had fun. And if you made it this far, appreciate you watching. We'll see y'all next time.